Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be discussing some questions I got through comments and Instagram about the Tales of Arcadia series. Basically, the questions just imply my thoughts on the show, questions about the show, or some theories I have. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. Alright, so the first question is, who was your least favorite character and why? Well, without a doubt, it's Merlin, except I feel like he had a lot more character development in Wizards, where I didn't really hate him as much because he actually got a soul and a heart in the Wizards, but kind of at the end, he kind of threw that all away when he was like, okay, we'll just forget about Jim, and he sacrificed himself, so we're just gonna forget about him. Like, it's too late for him, which I didn't really like because Jim's my favorite character, so I was like, are you kidding me right now? But anyway, so it's probably Merlin, but they really did, they made me, question if I liked him or not. Because at the end of Troll Hunters, after he turned Jim into a troll, I was just done with him. I was like, this character is not even a character anymore in my book. He's dumb. But after Wizards, he actually got some character, and I kind of actually liked him. So, probably Merlin. But that's if I had to choose somebody. Honestly, all the characters are so, well developed and written that you can't even hate the villains because you like them. The next one is least favorite ship. Okay, if we're going through actual ships and not just ones that fans do together, my least favorite ship would probably have to be if I had to choose one, maybe Toby and Darcy. But that's only if I had to choose one, mainly because they don't have that much development, but you don't get to see them as much. But yeah, so probably Toby and Darcy. But I do love them, and if it was a fan one, it'd probably be Deuce and Claire, because I hate that. I'm like, Jim and Claire are perfect for each other. Don't try to separate them, and I don't need that stress in my life. Alright, the next one is, what's your least favorite thing about this show? Honestly, to me, the show is perfect. There are some things I would have probably liked to change at the, just in Wizards. Wizards kind of confused me at the end with, the whole, new timeline, because they did interfere with the past, so it had to change the future some. So that kind of got me a little slightly confused. Another thing I didn't really like was at the end of Wizards, they kind of, or just in Wizards in general, they kind of just threw away all of the character development for Steve, that he worked hard for in Troll Hunters and in Three Below. They kind of just, threw it away. But other than that, there's nothing about the show I really don't like. I wish it was more popular, but I'm sure the creators wish it was more popular too. So that's my thoughts on that. Alrighty, next one is, how did Jim become a monster in Wizards? So basically in Wizards, King Arthur, he shoots him with his shard of evil and then penetrates his heart. Which basically, once it corrupted his heart, he became a monster. And then some theories I have about that, honestly, are that I think that he might be able to turn back into a troll. Kind of like Hulk, I think that might be a route they might take with Jim, because the shard is still in there. It didn't, come out or anything. So I feel like they might go with that, route with Jim, where, he can turn from human to troll, like werewolf or like Hulk, which would be kind of cool, actually. I wouldn't mind that. I honestly am kind of sad that Jim isn't troll still, because I fell in love with him in the Wizards. I know it's weird sounding. I know everyone's probably super happy that he became human. Don't get me wrong, I was very happy about it, but I was also kind of sad because I'm like, well, I just now fell in love with Troll Jim. So now, I don't know. I can't be pleased, apparently, because I was so upset at the end of Troll Hunters, and then at the end of Wizards, I couldn't be pleased. So that's my thoughts on the whole monster thing. But yeah, so the way he became a monster was the shard of evil corrupted his heart and took away his humanity, what was keeping him a troll, human, not completely monstrous troll. I don't know. Anyways, but so the shard corrupted his heart, which made him become a monster. Alrighty. And then somebody asked, who's my favorite character? I think it's obvious. It's Jim. If I couldn't choose Jim, it'd be Claire or Morgana. I love Morgana so much, and she's awesome. And she's never done anything to truly upset me. Characters have to do something to upset me for me not to like them. Merlin, for example, he ruined Jim's life, so I don't really like him. Oh, I also like Strickler. He might be one of my top favorites. Alrighty, this one is, do you think Jim's dad is going to make an appearance in the new movie? I think that's a possibility that they might go with. I think it'd be really interesting to see Jim's dad and get to meet him and see the drama between those two and maybe learn like why he left the Barbara and Jim, which I would really also love to see Barbara and Strickler's reaction to him coming back, and I think I would like to see some jealousy from Strickler personally, and I don't know though. I think it would be very interesting if he did come back because Jim and Barbara don't want anything to do with him, so it'd be interesting to see how that would play out and unfold. Alrighty, let me see what else there is. Alright, there's 2 more questions left and then we'll finish up this video. So if you stuck around this long, that means you've been enjoying me talking, which I appreciate. Alright, so the next one is, who do you think will pull Excalibur? I really think it's going to be Jim. I feel like Jim is the one that deserves to pull it, mainly because he didn't believe in himself in wizards, but I think that after time he's going to end up believing in himself to pull Excalibur. And if it's not Jim, I think it will be either Steve or Eli. Maybe Eli because, like, he doesn't really have, like, a weapon yet. Like, Steve has, like, toothache, and Eli doesn't really have a weapon, but I feel like he could kind of, like, fit in there. And, like, I feel like Steve is kind of like the Lancelot, and maybe Eli will be, like, the author, but I always feel like Jim was, like, the author in, like, the whole story. But, yeah, I hope it's Jim. That's who I want to pull it. Who I think might pull it, I think it might be Steve, Eli, or maybe even Deuce, but, like, he already has a staff. Like, how much does he need? Jim needs something. Give Jim something. Give him an ounce of happiness back, please. Alrighty, so then the last question today is, when do you think Rise of Titans will come out? So, they announced it for July, and basically, my theory about it is when he announced it for July, he said that Tales of Arcadia is forthcoming, and I think it says forthcoming in July. I don't really remember that to be exactly, but the forthcoming, like, got me thinking, like, 4th of July, so I feel like it's gonna be the 4th of July, because they released the Troll Hunters show during Christmas time, that way the families could watch with each other, and I feel like he might release the movie on the 4th of July, that way families could watch it with each other as well. Because it's definitely like a family-based show. Like, you can watch it with your family. I feel like all the family members would like it. It's not too childish. And those are my thoughts on it, though. I don't know if that's the exact date, so do not, like, quote on that. Like, oh, she says to me the 4th of July. That's just my theory. I think it might come out 4th of July, though. Fingers crossed. That'd be awesome. Yeah, but basically, that is all those questions I have for today. If you guys have any questions you want me to discuss or go over, throw them in the comments. And it doesn't just have to be Tales of Arcadia. I also love Miraculous Ladybug, obviously, and How to Train Your Dragon, and Star Wars, and pretty much everything. So if you have any fandom questions, throw them in the comments below, and I will definitely go over them. And thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye.